You might think that handmade is losing to big box retail, but the numbers actually say quite the opposite, but only for the makers who follow where the money is currently moving. Here are 5 festive crafts to make and sell this holiday season, and this is backed by data. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Sterling, and I'm the artist here behind Cactus Lady Creation, and here on this channel, I share my journey as an artist and my insights of running my small handmade business, which I've been running over the past 9 years. And I'm going to share the real data behind why each of these is positioned to sell this year in 2026. Number 1 is personalized ornaments that would make great gifts. And the reason this one works so well is that personalization is just not simply a trend anymore. According to Business Research Insights, the global personalized gifts market is estimated at about 34 billion USD in 2026 and expected to nearly double to over 61 billion by 2035. And Technavio says that this market is going to add over $13 billion in value between 2026 and 2030, growing nearly 7% per year. So if you're a fellow crocheter, you can make crochet ornaments that have a family's name stitched on it. Or if you're a woodworker or potter, maybe it's an ornament that has an engraved date to celebrate, like a wedding or baby's first Christmas. It doesn't have to be complicated either, it just needs to be nice and custom because buyers, especially this year, want that nice personal one-of-a-kind touch. And if it's giftable, that's even better. Number 2 is aromatherapy candles and home fragrance. And according to Grandview Research, the candle market was valued at about 14.8 billion USD in 2025 and is projected to grow to over 15.6 billion in 2026 at around 7% per year. The main reason this works so well for makers is that the margins are extremely high. A candle can cost you a few dollars in wax and fragrance and can sell for $20 or even $30, especially when it's wrapped as a nice gift. And here's where you can also stand out. If you pair it with something handmade, like a crocheted sleeve or crystals, or just even a nice personalized label, it can turn a nice basic candle into a nice signature product that's also highly giftable. Number 3 is DIY craft kits. And for us makers, this one is also a really smart product to have because instead of just selling one finished piece to a buyer, you can sell your process over and over again. And here's the data behind why it's working. According to Business Research Insights, the craft kits and projects market is worth roughly 4.38 billion USD in 2026 and projected to grow to over 8.3 billion by 2035. Knitting and crochet kits are also one of the single biggest segments, making up around 22% of the market. The main reason that this is working so well right now is that buyers aren't just buying a physical piece anymore, but they want to purchase an experience. So people are really leaning into screen-free, stress-relieving hobbies, and a kit that teaches them how to make something with their hands is the gift that just keeps on giving. It's not just a product that sits on a shelf simply, it's a whole afternoon or even a day of creating. And a kit is also your expertise packaged up. So instead of just buying a generic craft kit from a big box store, people want a kit that feels designed by a real artist with your pattern, your color choices, your material choices, and your little tips that you've learned from your experience, all neatly tucked inside. So if you crochet, you can really lean into a crochet ornament kit, or if you do macramé, a mini wall hanging kit. And the Craft Fair Creation Box by Karen is also perfect for this as well. And the key here is to keep the finished project small enough that a beginner can finish something in one sitting, because that's the moment that they'll tag you, they'll leave a 5-star review, and they'll buy the next kit even. Number 4 is sustainable and upcycled home decor. And according to research and markets, the sustainable products market is valued at over 480 billion USD in 2026 and projected to grow at a rate of 10.6% over the next several years. That's faster than the overall gift market by a wide margin. And home decor overall is massive. Fortune Business Insights puts it at over 862 billion in 2026. And so if you are doing macrame wall hangings, fiber art, upcycled decor, then you want to make sure to lead with that upcycled, zero waste, natural fiber buzzwords and keywords, because those are the reasons that someone will choose you over a mass-produced piece. And this is also a category where your values genuinely become your marketing. And number 5 is cozy winter wearables. So items like beanies, scarves, mittens, and ear warmers. And according to Salsify's 2026 holiday spending predictions, more than half of shoppers, so about 51%, say that they plan to spend about the same amount that they did last year. So they're not pulling back, but they're going to be more intentional. And an intentional shopper reaches for the gift that's practical and handmade and something that they'll use all winter. There's one more reason that this also works, and it's the social commerce angle. According to Drugstore News, 19% of consumers say that they're likely to buy directly through social media in 2026, and that's up from 11% last year. So a cozy beanie or a scarf is an extremely content-friendly piece as well. It films beautifully, it's easy to show on a person, and that makes it a natural fit for the kind of short-term content that drives social sales. So if you're making wearables, then you've got that built-in marketing content as well. So overall, we can see that holiday 2026 is not about competing with big box retail on price, but it's all about customization, personalization, sustainability, and cozy handmade pieces that feel meaningful. And the data backs up each of these 5 products. So I'll drop the link to the blog in the description box below, where I have all of the market reports and trend studies, so you can dig into that research for yourself. Also, let me know in the comments below, which of these 5 are you excited to make for the holidays? I read each of your comments, and I genuinely would love to know what you're planning for this holiday season. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me in the next one.